Good morning, everybody. How are you? Hope you slept well. Hope you feel good, and if you don't feel good, you know how to make yourself feel good. Remember, be kind to people. You need to be mean to people. Gentlemen yesterday learned that lesson. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I got the rear section done last night, or the section over by the fence. So that's finished. I'll get that this done tonight right here, but it's just been, my God, it's more work. So anyhow, it came together real well, a little bit at a time. I gotta work on this other section tonight, get it knocked out. Got my fence put back up temporarily for a while, maybe permanently, I don't know for now. So that all worked out as well. Had a gentleman call up yesterday, and right first thing, as soon as he got on the phone, it was the hostility and the anger coming from his voice was just unreal. And then he says, "Y'all sold me this rim, I don't know, over a year ago. And this rim has got 4 cracks in it, and I'm just starting to lose air." I said, "Well, over a year ago?" And he says, "Yeah, this mother rim, it's got 4 cracks in it. And I need y'all to get me a new rim. You can't be doing this to people," or whatever. And I said, "Well, we didn't own the business 4 years ago. We just bought the business like 11 months ago. It's under new ownership now. Bill and Rick don't run this place no more." "Really? Yeah. Oh, well, I apologize. I shouldn't come at y'all like that." And I said, "Yeah, you shouldn't have, but it's all right. I'm here to work with you. Give me your make and model and stuff like that, and we'll move forward, and I'll get you what you need. If you need a rim for your BMW, I'll hunt one up for you, and I can get it installed and stuff. It ain't gonna be free, but I'll definitely work with you on the price, seeing as you did business here before." "Oh, I really appreciate that. I'm sorry. You didn't have to. You could have just told me you didn't even want to work." I said, "I could have, but I'm here to at least try it." And oh my God, he was so thankful after that. And I don't think he knows how to send text messages on his phone, because I sent him a message with the business cell phone. "Hey, send me a picture of that rim so I make sure I get the right one." I told him I was going to do it. He still ain't sent a picture of that rim back. Now, one of the things that I'm working on at the shop is the guys want to work late. They want to start early and they want to work late and try to make as much money as possible. And I said, "Hey, fellas, I understand that y'all want to work late. Here's the problem that I have with you working late. I want y'all to go home at, maybe max 9-10 hours. You stay past that, I noticed the next day for about the first hour or two, I don't have your full attention on the customer's vehicle. I don't like that. I'm not paying for somebody to be a zombie and try to slowly wake up and figure things out. I'm paying y'all to come here and do a job. And if you staying late is compromising the job that you're giving me the next morning when we got to open up and service customers' vehicles, I don't want that. If you're staying 10-12 hours and the next day you're telling me you're tired and you're just exhausted, well, then you're not staying 10 or 12 hours, because it affects the business. And I've got a couple guys that are doing that, and it affects the business the next day. And some of them, they'll work 10-12 hours, and then when they get off the clock, they don't know anything else. I'm sure they're going and doing side jobs as well. And it affects the business the next day. It affects their mentality, how they deal with things, the decisions and stuff they make, and how safe they are around other people. I don't like that. I had a guy that I just hired. He, Wednesday, he worked from 7 o'clock in the morning when I opened up the business until 8 o'clock at night. He was a no-call, no-show yesterday. Not Wednesday. Yeah, was it Wednesday? Yeah, he was a no-call, no-show yesterday. I don't like that. I bet you this dude was so damn wore out And then he just said, oh, to hell with it, they'll understand or whatever because of how late I work. But now I got to go ask questions and stuff, or I'm sure it'll come down to something along the lines of, well, I worked all day the day before and I couldn't get up and I was so tired and everything else. Then you give the employees the ability to start using excuses and stuff like that. No call, no shows are not acceptable to me by any means. If you no call, no show, that's you're asking to get fired at that point. That's just what you're asking. You know, how many times have you guys seen me on this channel work until midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning? Remember there was one time where I had to go out to the car and sleep outside the service bays because I was trying to get 2 engines done. And I ended up getting them both done, but it took me until like 2:30 in the morning, and I just stayed at the dealership, and I never left. I just stayed straight through working non-stop. And the next day, I was no good. I didn't take any big jobs because of the fact that I didn't have all my sense to myself. And it's the same way with employees. I have to look out for the well-being and safety of everybody else. That's why I keep. There's a couple guys I tell them, look, man, I understand y'all want to work and make money. I just don't want you on the clock past, 9.5, 10 hours. I just don't want you. It's the next day, you guys, for the first couple hours, it's like I'm paying y'all to do nothing. And the decision-making process just isn't there like it is if y'all are really well-rested and you haven't overworked yourself. Now, I had that guy yesterday that I was really excited about, that I wanted to make my foreman on the floor. Now he no call and no show. So I wonder what the excuse is going to be today when he gets there with me, because me and him both open the store at the same time. Hey, what happened yesterday, man? You can't just no call, no show. You got to pick up the phone and call somebody. And you didn't even do that. You didn't even try it. You could have called the store up. You could have called somebody's cell phone. It could have been anything. You could have showed up late and been like, hey, man, I overslept. I worked until 8 o'clock last night, which I told everybody not to do. And problem is, I start in the morning, I don't start in the evening, and the owner's a little bit more forgiving than me when it comes to that stuff. But being forgiving sometimes can create issues. And I had a conversation with him last night. I said, you cannot do that shit, man. You have to be with me on this, because this is going to be a safety issue. And he said, yeah, I know. I got to start getting these guys out of here, maybe max 9.5, 10 hours at night, and tell them to go home. You don't need to stay past that. We don't need that type of labor here to just, people just be sitting on the clock and stuff like that, trying to work their life away. It's just not necessary at all. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. That's what I'm going to be dealing with a little bit this morning. So I just wanted to talk to you all and maybe talk to you about some things that I'm learning as in this new position as general manager of the business and investor in the company. So it's a new world for me, and now it becomes very apparent that keeping these guys on the clock, over 10 hours, 12 hours a day, 13 hours a day, it is not really beneficial to anybody, to be honest with you. It might look good on the paycheck, but it doesn't look good the next day via the work that's being done and the safety issues that can arise. That's for sure. Anyhow, I'm going to get off my soapbox. Y'all be blessed. Have a great day. I love y'all. Take care. See you tomorrow, or see you later, one or the other.